Listen up, riders and parents. This is your riders meeting. This is a USA BMX sanctioned race. We will be following all the rules and regulations set forth by USA BMX and ask that all riders and families do the same. Motos have been posted and corrections have been announced. All of the information you need is on those moto sheets. We ask that all moto sheets be left up during the course of the race, as riders refer to them throughout the event. In checking your motos, make sure that the number that is on the moto sheet matches what is on your bike. If not, you may not be scored when you cross the finish line. Riders, it is your responsibility to be in the gate on time. You have been given lane assignments and must start from that assigned lane. Any rider not doing so may be disqualified. If you are not ready or have any problem in the gate, you must signal the starter by placing your front wheel over the gate. That will signal our starter to wait, and a track official will take care of the problem. Once the starter's command has begun, it may not be stopped for any reason. Only riders 5 and under can be assisted on the gate, and that assistance can only be the rear wheel held between the knees. 3 riders down before the first obstacle is an automatic restart. Riders, if you go down during the course of the race and are not injured, please jump up, as we have other races following. If you are injured, however, please stay down and we will assist you. Our track officials will be watching for fouls. If you feel you have been fouled during a race, you have 10 motos in which to lodge a protest with the head officials. Our officials will be watching for riders intentionally impeding another rider within the first 30 feet and the entire last straightaway. So keep it clean, riders. We will be qualifying riders as designated on the moto sheets, or by announced corrections. If you have any question as to whether you qualified, please return to the scorers table for clarification. USA BMX exists for the enjoyment of the kids and families that make up our sport. Please be courteous to every member of our extended BMX family, and good luck to all of the racers.
All right, everybody. Couple of points to bring up through that riders meeting per usual, but especially today, all of you who are local, all of you out of town, listen up a little bit closer to this. Couple of things to note before we get started with racing. First and foremost, parents and riders, we talked about it earlier, have your kiddos up to staging with legitimately 30 motos to spare. I know we don't have a ton of motos today. I know you don't look at it and think it's that severe. We're going to be running these. I mean, we'll run 40 motos in what, 18 minutes, 20 minutes probably for a round. They're going to run super, super quick. We're trying to beat the rain today. Be up in staging with plenty of time to spare. Do not even put it up to chance. If you're late up to staging and I have to call for you, a 60-second timer will start today. If you're not up there by the end of that timer, we will drop the gate on you, and we don't want anyone to miss a moto today. So keep that in mind. Second off, we know it's never easy to watch your kids go down on the track. If you're a parent, we know you love them. You want to make sure they're safe. We have officials stationed all across the track. We will have a medic on the track. We'll have officials all over the corners and the straightaways. If your rider goes down, please, please, please do not hop the fence and run out on the track. If we need you as parents, we will not hesitate to call for you. Last and certainly not least, this is a big one given this is a state weekend. It is a disqualifiable offense, and it is one that we will not hesitate to disqualify you for. Intentionally impeding another rider, as it's worded in the rule book, from the gate to the white 30-foot line is where you're most familiar with it. It also applies from the exit of turn 3. We've got a white line on top of the table all the way to the finish line. In those 2 zones, it is completely illegal to intentionally impede the progress of another rider. Think coming out of the gate, looking over at someone trying to move over early to shut them down. That is illegal, and that is something we can and will and have disqualified riders for before. And tomorrow in particular is a really bad day to get disqualified. So please be on top of that. Parents of younger riders in the expert classes and whatnot, drill that into their heads from the gate to the white line. And on the last straightaway, just go dead straight. Don't even risk it because you don't want to get disqualified on a weekend like this. Thanks, everyone, for that. A little out of breath on it. With that being said, if I could just have everybody please rise, remove your hats, direct your attention over to the flags on the 4th straightaway. Justin, it's all yours.
Almost left my hat on. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Massive thank you to our very own Justin Penny for singing and playing guitar on the national anthem. I imagine using that mic was a little bit of a gamble, and it worked out well. All right. Balance bikes up first. Corner officials to your spots. Volunteers, everybody, if you volunteered for a spot tonight, head over to your spots. Be ready to rock and roll. It's real sunny out here. Goodness. Hey, Amir. Amir. I was trying to blow you a kiss over there, and you're just looking off into the distance. Gosh. Come on. Go for it. All right. Corner officials heading on out, all that good stuff. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Blue Springs BMX on both. If you got relatives, anybody trying to keep up with the action who is not on site. I'm trying to watch motocross, man. Why do I have to have responsibilities today? Dang it. Thunder Valley's going on, man. Thank you. It's stuck on mine. It's good on my sheet. Balance bikes out on track. One full lap around. Looks like we got Lynx, Gunner, Leo, Brandon, and Madeline. I heard the actual version of this song come on in my Spotify rotation a little while back on Spotify, and it freaked me out for a second. It jump scared me. I was like, that's not right. Go, go. Don't look at me, dude. Go that way. You got to look that way. You too. Go. I know we got a fan club over here, but come on. Yeah, still need our corner officials to your spots. Turn number 3. All right, little round of applause for the balance bikes, everybody. Future generations of the sport coming out on a Saturday, going way fast. Those were all 3-year-olds, most of them. A 2 and a 4 sprinkled in there. Money opens, y'all. How about it? I probably could do the math on the fly for the payouts. I'll just let them tell me before the mains because I'm lazy like that. I'm putting sunglasses on, man. Shoot. I believe we are good. Yes, sir. Mom, you all good? She's locked in. She's good. Time to go to work.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate drops down, money opens, got the first moto out on track. Group number A got Jackson Smilenich, Bo McCullum, Brennan Hale, and Charlie Cowles rolling down through turn number 1. $10 cash on the line. Looks like the payout here looking like $20, $12, $8 to the winner. It'll be transfer system, so just the top rider alone moving on out into the mix for a main event. Looks like Cletus got McCullum sitting out front on this one right now, followed up by Cowles and Hale. Was that McCain to staging? Or was it Austin McCann? Between it, Austin McCann to staging. Cal's all over the rear wheel trying to find a way by McCullum. That timer has started. Mr. McCann better get up there quick. All the way back to me. One spot up for grabs. That spot going to go to McCullum. Going to grab up the first and only transfer out of Group A. Group B out on track. Got Crane, Hawthorne, Davidson, Stewart, and Barker. Jasper Kennedy and Austin McCann, both of you. Jasper Kennedy, Austin McCann, need you to staging ASAP. We will run it without you. Got Hawthorne, Davidson, and Barker. That's your 1, 2, 3 right now, rolling down through the 3 straightaway. Davidson trying to find his way around, taking the top 2 on out into a stacked money open main event for the older class. All the way back to me. Hawthorne trying to find his way back on by, but it's going to go Davidson, Hawthorne. Doesn't matter how they go. Those are 2 transfers out of Group B. That's EJ Hawthorne and Davidson. Looks like Curley sitting out front on this one right now. Got a whole lot of Belgrave in the hip pocket. Those 2 along with Morgan and Smilenich. Looks to be Bentley Morgan. Oh, Browen Morgan on the inside line back up to the 3 spot down through the 3 straightaway. Still Curley, Belgrave, Browen Morgan. You're 1, 2, 3. Bentley rounding out the top 4. KJ on back to the 5. All the way back to me. Back wire to wire. Top 2 moving on. It's going to go the Missouri Missile Curley a spot and the Falcon of Belgrave your second spot out of Group C. D, the group out on track. Pretty good shot out of the Speed Racer. Toll-free out front on this one. Bringing him down through the 2 straightaway. Hardcore Realty Gang looks like Toll-free along with McCann opener. That's McCann out front right now, followed up by Stafford and Spaboda out on track. They're out on track right now. Y'all, you're good. Down through the 3 straightaway. Toll-free out front on this one, followed up by McCann, Stafford, Spaboda. Your top 4 taking the top 2 straight on out to a main event out of this one all the way back home to me. Going to go Hardcore Colors, a Toll-free a spot, and maybe McCann a spot.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
Was that 42?
Riders.
Perfect. That was McCann and Toll-free. Moving on out of Group D. Class out on track now. 11-12 Lady Cruiser. This is moto number 2 out on track. Got Duvel, Franklin, and Smilenich. Pretty good shot out of Emma Smilenich out front on this one right now. Total points racing on this one. They'll be doing it all day long, just like you see it. Smilenich out front on this one. Heartland BMX local Fly Racing Gang rolling down through the 3 straightaway, followed up by Firefly and Duvel. Rounding out the top 3. They're going to do it all day long. Total points action. Smilenich trying to stretch things out just a little bit more. All the way back to me. Back down wire to wire. You got to go flat. You got to pedal to win races most of the time, Emma. Low point 1 going to go to Smilenich. 2 spots of Franklin. 3 spots of Duvel. Out of motor number 2.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the
Keep the
gate.
wind to a minimum. Bam, gate pops down. Motor number 3 out on track. 3640 Lady Cruiser. Got Carlson, Cows, King, Cruz, and Abernathy out front on this one. Looks to be King, Abernathy side by side. Ooh, lost Abernathy over there in turn number 1. Going to get Queen G picked up over there. Carlson a foot down. Cal's going to move on up to the 2 spot. All the way back down to me. It's still Riley King out front on this one. Followed up by, looks to be the 8 ride. That's Ashley Cal's. Bikes for the likes of us colors out of St. Peter's Mo. That's your 1-2. Here goes Carlson inside line trying to move her way on up to a transfer spot. We're taking the top 2 ladies on out into a main event for this one. Abernathy looks to be mounted back on the bike. Give her a round of applause over there in turn number 1. Let her hear you. All the way back to me. It's still going to be 4 ride Riley King. Going to go just about wire to wire. Grab up the first transfer spot out of this one. 2 spots, second spot. Looks like it's going to go on to wheels colors of Carlson. Moving on out of moto number 3.
Okay, riders, random start.
You all right, Gina?
Ready, watch the
He
gate.
said we're good. 4 of the moto out on track now. 4650 Lady Cruiser. Guy, McDade, Wallace, Mayo, and Miss Kitty. Getting a peek through turn number 1. Looks like, is it Lindsay? Is that McDade? Is that how you say that last name? Trying to get it right for you. Going down through turn number 2. Sitting out front on this one, doing it out of Spokes BMX Raceway, local, rolling down through the 3 straightaway. Still, McDade stretching that one out a little bit more. Got Mayo right back to the hip pocket on the 2 spot. Miss Kitty, Grandma Mary, rounding out your top 4. Top rider alone, moving on out into a main event for this one. Not going to be total points action here. Ladies going for a cruise back on this side, but it's all McDade grabbing up your 1 and only transfer spot early out of motor number 4. Wrapping up the Lady Cruisers.
The gate.
10 Cruiser rolling down through the first straight. 5 to moto out on track. Got Cows, Evelyn, Cows, and White rolling down through turn number 1. Pretty good shot. Might be one of the Cows. We'll get a peek of which one. Rolling through turn number 1 might be Charlie sitting out front on that one. We'll get a peek. 2 ride. That is going to be Charlie Cows. Bikes of the likes of us colors out front on this one. Followed up by, looks like Racing Case and White. That's your 1. That's your 2.
Attention.
It's White on back to the 328 ride 2 spot. That's Dominator. Donatello Elin sitting on back to the 2 spot. So it's Cows, Elin, White, and Cows running 1, 2, 3, 4. Not total points, of course, on this one. Top rider alone. Moving on out into a 10 Cruiser main event. 2 ride all the way back to me. Charlie Cows, wire to wire, punching the first spot. Out of moto number 5. 6 the moto out on track. 5 ride sitting out front on this one. 11-year-old Cruiser got Tillman, Tucson Coonan, and Belcher. Looks to be Jeffrey Tillman out front on this one, followed up by Tucson Coonan and Noke.
Okay, riders.
That's your 1,
random
2, 3
start.
man in black on the attack, rolling down through the 3 straightaway, trying to stretch things out a little bit more for the Granada Cyclery crew. Bicycle Shack colors of Tucson Coonan right in the hip pocket, trying to find his way on by. Total points means every spot's going to count all day long for these fellas, all the way back to me. Tillman going to grab up a low point. 2 spot going to Tucson Coonan, 3 to Belcher. Out of motor number 6. 7 the moto out on track right now. Looks to be maybe Galbally sitting out front on this one. Gold Cup 2 going to go Galbally. 4 right of Boys, followed up by Dudley. Looks to be your 1, 2, 3. A big old St. Peter's moto coming all the way back home on this one. Total points for the 13 cruisers. All the way back to the stripe. Gold Cup 1. Galbally going to grab a spot. Gold Cup 2, 2 spot to Boys. 3 to Dudley. Automotive number 7. Ooh, lost one over there. Going to get him picked up, checked out. Might be Peyton. 8 the moto out on track. 15 cruiser guy. Rogers, Galbally, Hughes, and Peyton. Out on track, Gold Cup 3 ride. That's got to be Talon Galbally sitting out front on this one. St. Peter's Mo. He's got a whole lot of Hughes in the hip pocket. Hughes trying to find his way on by. Doing it for Darby and the gang. Bikes for the likes of us as well. 1 spot up for grabs. Hughes trying to find his way by as we go all the way back down the stripe. Galbally trying to hold him off all the way back home. It's going to go Galbally, your one and only transfer spot. Out of moto number 8. Getting Jackson picked up, checked out over there in turn number 1. While we're at it, everybody, keep in mind Kona Ice still sitting out there right outside that south gate. Be sure to go over and show up and say what's up to him. Get a little bit of dirty energy and sugar into their system. Jackson's back up to his feet, y'all. Let him hear you over there. Get loud for him. We know there's a lot of you over along that fence, especially right there on the hardcore side. No reason y'all shouldn't be the loudest section of the track right now. And we get response with silence. Cool. On 2 wheels out between the ball fields as well. Make sure to go out and say what's up to them. Jackson, good to see you up, brother. Tomorrow, that's right. We're going to bring it up. Is it 7:45? 7:45. If you're coming out in the morning, church in the dirt or church on the track as we're calling it, changing things up a little bit. Abundant Life KC bringing up a little church service for us in the morning. So if you want to get a little gospel in before the race starts, 7:45. Show up and show out for that. And Moto 9 out on track, though. 17, 20-year-old Cruiser got Powell, Jones, and Kelly rolling down through turn number 1. Back down the 2 straightaway. Got Jones sitting out front on this one. Followed up Gold Cup 3 red Powell. So it's Jones, Powell, and Kelly. That's your 1, 2, and 3. JJ doing it for the cycle. Ooh, wow.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Cycle City going down through the 3 straightaway.
Ready? Watch
Jones
the
still
gate.
sitting out top side, bringing this one back home to me. Total points, so it's going to be all 3 rounds all day long for these fellas. It's going to go Jones, a low point in a 1 spot. Jumping Jeff Powell going to grab up that 2 spot. Connor Kelly bring it on back for your 3. Automotive number 9. 10 the moto out on track. Got Brown, Howard, Abernathy. Abernathy trying to hold him off. Super smooth. Trying to sit out front top side. He's got a whole lot of Corey Brown right there in the hip pocket, though. Total points racing on this one. Trying to find his way by. Might be S-squared Mo across the board. All 3 of them all the way back to me. Oh, Brown took a shot at the inside line. He's going to have to hold it on back. Save the legs. Don't even try to push it all the way back to me. Low point. Round 1 going to Abernathy. 2 to Brown. 3 to Howard. Corey said, this is a war. I'm willing to lose the battle. 11, the moto out on track. 56-60 Cruiser got Peterson, Eilers, and Seaman rolling down through turn number 1. All the way back down to me. 809 ride. Michael Peterson out front on this one. Blue Springs BMX local ripping down through the 2 straightaway. In and out of the second corner. I'm going to say he's sponsored by Harley Davidson. Okay, say that. Harley on the shirt. Going as fast as one. Down through the 3 straight. 31 the ride out front right now. That's got to be Seaman. Back to the 2 spot. Skater boy John Eilers. Rounding out the top 3, single filing it in and out of turn 3 on this one, all the way back home to me. Total points racing means they're going to do it all day long. Seaman trying to find his way on by, get a little bit of a push back to the stripe. Not quite enough. Peterson bring it on back for your low point. Seaman, your 2. Eilers, your 3. Automotive number 11. 12 the moto out on track. 5 and under Navi's. Got Belgrave, White, and Fuller out front on this one. Looks to be maybe the 79 ride. That's my Miles White out front on this one. Coming out of St. Peters, Missouri. Bikes for the likes of us gang. Sitting out on the 1 spot. Looks to be Onyx Belgrave. Belgrave on back to the 2. I see Belgrave on the sheet, but I see Harvs on the jersey. That's how I know we've been doing this too long. Onyx sitting back to the 2 spot. Haley Fuller on back to the 3. Single filing it, but it's still my stretching that one out a little bit more as we go all the way back down around the 3rd and final corner. Back home to me. Back to the stripe. St. Peter's local still. White going to grab up the low point through round number 1. Belgrave trying to hold on tight. Fuller trying to gain some ground back to the 2 spot. Not quite going to be enough. Onyx bringing it on back for the 2 spot. Haley, your 3. Automotive number 12. 13, the motor number 6-year-old novice. Got track brat Raven Cates, Casey Rogers, Addie Smilenich, and Madeline Melman. Looks like Smilenich and Rogers out on the 1-2 right now, bringing this one down through the 3 straightaway. Girl power. Rogers trying to reel her in a little bit closer, see what Casey's got left in the tank. Track brat Cates on back to the 3 spot. And Melman on back to the 4. This is an all-girls moto. Look at that. You see it with 3 of them, not always 4, all the way back down to me. Who gets the better through round number 1? 1 spot up for grabs. Smiling Edge Addy going to grab the one and only spot in a main event early on out of motor number 13. 14, the moto out on track. 8-year-old novice got Kennedy, White, Jackson, Hodges, Kemp, Vanderman, and Melman out on track right now. Maybe Melman sitting out front on this one. Allen bringing him around turn number 2. That is just the case. Got Melman followed up by Kennedy, 99 ride. That's got to be Carter Jackson rounding out the top 3. 235 ride back to the 4. That's got to be Jack White. Here comes the outside line from Kennedy. He's been way fast on the back half trying to make it work. Flags are flying on the 4 straightaways. They come all the way back down to me, taking the top 3 straight on out to an 8 novice main event. All the way back home. Kennedy going to grab the first spot. Alan Melman going to grab that second spot. Jackson under siege from the whole wide world all the way back to me. He holds him off. Going to go Jackson, your 3. Third and final transfer out of moto number 14. 15, the moto out on track now. 11-year-old novice got Chisholm, Velasquez, Ehlers, Todd, Conklin, Earhart, Gifford, and Newland. Heard a foot hit the ground. All of them still up and rolling all the way back down to me. I see Velasquez and Earhart back to the 2-3. See what we got out front on this one. 362 maybe. Back down through the 2 straightaway. It's got to be Todd, Ezekiel Todd out front on this one. Followed up by the Dominator. That's got to be Earhart. Velasquez on back to the 3. 4-rider trying to hold off the whole wide world behind him. That's the 10-ride Parker Chisholm. Chiz trying to hold off the charge. Newland trying to find his way around. Outside line getting a little squirrely for Todd. It's going to let the Earhart go right by Dominator. Got a pretty good shot at it all the way back to the stripe, all the way back to me. Crooked. Top 3 moving on to an 11 novice main event. It's going to go Earhart a spot. Watch out, y'all. Todd, Earhart, and Velasquez, your top 2 moving on. Or top 3, sorry, out of motor number 15.
Attention.
Once again, that was Velasquez, Todd, and Earhart moving on for the 11 novice.
Ready? Watch the gate.
16 sitting out front on, or 16, the motor number 14 novice got Laney, Harrell, Arnold, and Coffey rolling down through turn number 1. Pretty good shot. Malachi Coffey, Blue Springs BMX local league grad from this year, rolling down through the 2 straightaway, sitting out front on this one, followed up by Arnold. Harrell on back to the 3 spot, 112 ride. That's got to be Laney rounding out the top 4. Coffey got a little squirrely on the outside. He's going to go 1 to 3 and counting. He's trying not to drop back farther. That's Arnold and Harrell taking advantage down through the 3 straightaway. Connor Arnold trying to stretch this one out a little bit more. Got a whole lot of Jacqueline Harrell trying to find her way on by, sticking to the rear wheel all the way in and out of turn number 3. Back home to me. Laney trying to capitalize up to a podium as well. Top rider alone moving on out. The one to take advantage going to be Arnold punching his ticket in a main event out of motor number 16. 17, the moto out on track. 26-35 novice got Kemp, Kelly, Carlson, Cruz, and Notman. Got the Race of Champions 1. Notman out front on this one, followed up by Kelly, rounding out that second transfer spot right now. Sitting on the bubble. Kelly got the whole wide world coming after him, but it's all Notman. Kelly out on the 1-2-99 ride. Jonathan Kemp along with Carlson putting the pressure on down through the 3 straightaway all the way back to me. Notman Highline trying to take the boys to Gapplebee's early on a Saturday all the way back down to me. Says, I'll be your server. I'll get some wings while I'm waiting for you at the line. Going to go Notman a transfer spot along with, Kelly holding on. Kemp trying to find his way by. Looks like he got him. Jonathan Kemp going on by at the stripe for the second spot out of motor number 17. 18, the motor number 41-45 novice got Newland, Jones, Todd, and White sitting out front on this one. A little bit of contact back there. White did a good job keeping her upright. It's all Newland sitting out front on this one. 366 ride. That's got to be Devin Todd. So it's Newland, Todd, and White looks to be running the 1-2-3.
Okay, riders. Random
Jones
start.
on back to the 4 spot. Father Jones keeping the boys on track. He said, I had to sit behind you so I could keep eyes on all you hooligans. Rolling through turn number 3, all the way back to me. Top rider alone moving on up in the program for the 41-45 novice. 257 ride. Mike Newland punching that ticket early out of motor number 18. 19, the moto out on track. 56 and over novice got Seaman, Eilers, and Dominguez. Was Eilers Dominguez trying to find his way on by, though. 237 ride. No, that's Seaman. Seaman sitting out front on this one, down through the 3 straightaway. Skater Boy trying to hold off the charge. Dominguez on the inside line, trying to find his way on by. Down through the section, it's still going to go Seaman, Dominguez, Eilers, your 1-2-3, single filing it. It's nice and close all the way back down to me. Total points racing on this one means every spot's going to count. You know the gate just dropped for a Franklin girl because I heard the crowd screaming about it all the way back to me. It's going to go Seaman, Dominguez, Eilers, your 1, 2, and 3 out of motor 19. 20, the moto out on track. 6-year-old intermediates. Guy, Gwynn, Franklin, McComb, and Welch. Looks like 110 ride. That might be Emmett McComb sitting out front on this one. St. Peter's Mo Local got a whole lot of the firecracker on the inside line. Front wheel rolling goes Franklin, taking the 1 spot away down through the 3 straightaway. Got to hold off the whole wide world, though. McComb trying to find a way by along with Ender, Gwynn, and Welch. Down through the 3 straightaway. McComb taking pedals through the section. Franklin doing the same all the way back to me. We're just taking one rider on out into a 6-high main event. Gwynn trying to find a way by along with Emmett all the way back down to the stripe. No cigar this time around. Early spot in the main event goes to Firecracker Franklin out of motor number 20. 21, the moto out on track. 7 intermediates got Cowles, Hall, Whitley, Harves, and Zook down through the 2 straightaway. 54 in the Gold Cup 1 looks to be Jace Whitley. St. Peter's BMX local, wrong with Cabo Hall. That's your 1 and 2, followed up by Cowles.
Attention.
That's got to be Levi the Fly Guy down through the 3 straightaway. Zook and Harves rounding out the top 5 down through the section. Oh, Cabo trying to find a squeeze on the outside line, goes right around, elbows are rubbing. He comes out on top with the 1 spot all the way back down to me. See what they got left in the tank. Top 2 moving on to a 7-9 main event. The Fly Guy trying to take advantage, but all the way back to me, it's going to go Whitley and Hall. Punching those early tickets out of moto number 21. 22, the moto out on track. 8-year-old intermediates got Chisholm, Sharp, Welch, and Tonga. Looks to maybe be J Money. Sharp sitting out front on this one right now. What's the plate?
Attention.
24. Scratch that right there, right quick.
Okay, riders. Random
State 1 ride Tonga trying to find his way on by down through the section, followed up by Welch trying to find the squeeze along with Chisholm. But all the way back down to me. Top rider alone, moving on to an 8 intermediate main event. 24 ride Sharp, going to bring it on back wire to wire for the early transfer out of moto 22. 23, the moto out on track, a little bit bigger, a little bit faster. 9-eye got Irizarry, Franklin, Smilenich, and the Duke of Doom down through the 2 straightaway. 6 ride looks to be, Franklin sitting out front on this one. The Firefly, Bicycle Shack color sitting out front down through the 2 straightaway. Got a whole lot of Smilenich and Irizarry running 1, 2, 3, 12 ride. Round out of the top 4. That's the Duke of Doom. Elwell doing it for the Ad Astra gang. All the way back down through turn number 3. Back to me on this one. Smilenich right there trying to find his way on by. Top rider alone moving on out. Smilenich trying to put the push on, see who gets the early spot in the main event. 2 for 2 for the Franklin girls. Firefly grabbing up that first and only spot out of moto 23. 24, the moto out on track. 10 intermediate got Smith, Melman, Miracle, Hodges, Duvel, Hale, and Welch. Looks to be Smith sitting out front on this one, followed up by Miracle. That's your 1-2. Looks to be Hodges running on the 3 spot, sitting on the bubble, taking the top 3 on out to a 10-9 main event. Hale on the outside looking in, trying to find his way up from the 4 spot, but all the way back down to me. It's still Christopher Smith trying to go wire to wire. Miracle trying to find his way by. He'll do just that. It's going to be Smith, Miracle, and Hale grabbing your 3 transfer spots at the stripe out of motor 24. The wild card sneaking in late. 25, the moto out on track. 12 intermediates got Crane, Belcher, Elwell, and Smilenich in and out of turn number 2. Oh, A-Ride might be the bazooka. That's Elwell sitting out front on this one, followed up by Noak, Belcher, Smilenich, and 28 ride William Crane rounding out the top 4 all the way back down the stripe to me. Top rider and top rider alone moving on out to a 12-eye main event back down the stripe. A-Ride, that's got to be Bodie the bazooka grabbing up the one and only spot out of moto number 25. 26, the moto out on track. 13 intermediate got Bass, Franklin, Bass, Conklin, and the Hunter of Rogers. Looks like Rogers and Benny the Jet out on your 1-2 right now. The Hunter and the Jet rolling all around turn number 2. Benny the Jet gets a little bit of white line love there. Recovers well. It's got to be Zack Attack on back to the 3 spot, followed up by Rock and Roll Franklin and Conklin rounding out the top 5. All the way back to me. Those boys up front fighting like there's only 1 spot up for grabs. They can both move on if they're smart on this one. All the way back to me. Both want to win the moto. It's going to go Rogers and Bass. Benny the Jet moving on up in the program out of 26. 27, the moto on track right now, rolling down through turn number Hill, King,
Attention.
and Spiring. Looks like 85 right. That's got to be Zayden Spiring coming out of Star City BMX, ringing it up to us from Lincoln, Nebraska. Appreciate you making the road trip all the way back down out of turn number 3. Total points racing on this one. They'll do it all day long, all 3 rounds, all the way back to me. Spiring bring it on back for the 1 spot. Looks like Mr. Personality grabbing up your 2, King, your 3, out of moto number 27. Smiling at Skaggs, Peyton, that's your 1, 2, 3, 15 intermediate, 28, the moto out on track, Morgan, Penny, Smiling Peyton, and Skaggs. Looks to be KJ Smiling out front on this one. Got a whole lot of Skaggs right on the outside line, followed up by Peyton and Morgan for the Hardcore Realty Crew. Penny rounding out the top 5. Man, this is a moto where any of these 5 guys can win all the way back to me. Going to be a fun one all day long. Skaggs trying to find his way by around the outside. Top 2 moving on. Going to go Skaggs and Smiling moving on up in the program out of moto 28. 29, the moto out on track. 41, 45, intermediate got Blake, Howard, and Mercer out front on this one. Looks to be Jason Mercer sitting out on front, trying to bring this one around nice and smooth. Lead the guys around. 82 right, sitting on back to the 2 spot.
Okay, riders. Random
Got to be Uncle Mike. Blake followed up by Howard. That's your 1, 2, 3 total points racing on this one again. So they're going to do it all day long, all 3 rounds. All the way back to me, bringing this one back wire to wire. Oh, little bobblehead going to go Mercer on back for the low point. Mike Blake, your 2, 3 spot to Howard out of moto 29. Oh, low shot. Oh, might have been Brown taking a digger over there in turn number 1. Going to get her picked up, checked out right away. Got Brown, Crane, and Seedorf. Looks like one of the Cranes sitting out front on this one. Gold Cup champ. Oh, Seedorf trying to get a piece of an elbow. Seedorf took a dirt sample as well. Going to get her picked up and checked out, but it's all Crane, Gold Cup 1. Looks to be Kira leading them down all the way back to the stripe on this one. Low point. 1 spot up for grabs. Kira Crane going to grab up your 1 and only transfer out of 30. Y'all got plenty loud already, but let Riley hear you once again, rolling down through the third straight as we get Dabney checked out over here. All right. You don't cut off red clay strays during the chorus, man. What, are we running a race here or something? Let me have my music, man. Cut out real bad. There you go. All right. Once again, out of moto 30, that was Kira Crane grabbing up your transfer spot. Out of moto number 30. Got Dabney and Riley both picked up good.
Ready? Watch the gate.
31, the moto out on track. The one y'all wait for all day long. 4650 Lady Experts. Got Miss Kitty, Grandma Mary, Vanessa Mayo rolling down through turn number 1. First straight action. All Vanessa Mayo sitting out front on this one. Got Miss Kitty right back to the 2 spot. Grandma Mary on back to the 3. Once again, y'all, keep in mind, concessions is open. I haven't pushed it much, but they got pulled pork in there. I think Nana pulled 14 pork butts in the last 6 days. 7 days, something like that. Pretty insane, and we're limiting it by the day, so even if we run out early today, we will have some tomorrow. But go over and check it out. We're not deep into the day yet. Check and see if we got pulled pork. Get you some of that. Kona Ice still out in full numbers. Onto Wheels out here as well.
Okay, riders. Random
What's that?
start. Riders ready? Watch the gate.
Oh, yeah. Nana sassy sauce or barbecue sauce as well. It is the best barbecue sauce in the world. Absolutely. She makes that at home, too. I asked her yesterday if she wanted to get a pulled pork sandwich. She said, I don't even want to look at pulled pork again for the rest of my life. I'm like, all right, well, 32, the moto out on track. 10X got Elin, Wilhelm, Cowles, White, Schulte, and McCullum. Looks like Cletus sitting out front on this one right now. He's got Cowles right in the hip pocket. That's Charlie Cowles and McCullum out front on this one. 27 ride and the 36 back to the 3-4. That's the Dominator, Donatello Elin, and the 40 ride Racing Case in White. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Bringing this one all the way back to me. It's still McCullum and Cowles out on the 1, 2, taking the top 2. On out into a main event. Going to be Cletus getting a spot. And Charlie Cowles out of moto 32. 33, the moto out on track. 11-year-old Experts got Howard, Penny, Tucson, Coonan, and Tillman. Looks like Man in Black on the attack. Tillman out front on this one right now. Whole lot of Sawyer. Penny, the snake, trying to find his way to slide on by up to a 1 spot. Down through the 3 straightaway. Got a whole lot of clutch. Howard on back to the 3 spot. Tucson Coonan on back to the 4. Back to me. Penny trying to find his way on by. Howard trying to poke around for the 2 spot all the way back home to me. Taking the top rider, and top rider alone. On out to an 11X main event. It's going to go back to the line. Tillman grabbing up your one and only transfer spot out of moto 33, 11X. Davidson, Hawthorne, Boyce looks to be the 1, 2, 3, bringing this one down through the 2 straightaway. 12X, 34, the motor number. Barker, Harves, Boyce, Deal, Davidson, Hawthorne, and Stewart. It's still Davidson, Hawthorne, Boyce, and Barker. Hardcore Realty on 2 wheels.
Okay, riders.
And Boyce doing it for 10-star racing out on your 1, 2, 3, all the way back home to me. Top 3 moving on. Barker trying to find a spot. A little bit late on time. Going to go Davidson, Hawthorne, and Boyce. Your transfer spots moving on up in the program. Out of moto 34, 12X. 13X out on track. 35, the motor number guy. Wilhelm, Morgan, Galbali, Curley, Davidson, Farrell, Dudley, and Duncan. Looks like the Missouri Missile of Curley out front on this one right now, followed up by 79 ride Farrell. Corbin Davidson on back to the 3 spot along with Galbali rounding out the top 4. Bro Morgan trying to find his way on up into the mix as we go down through the 3 straightaway. It's all Curley out front on this one right now.
Attention.
Rock One sitting out front on this one all the way back home to me. Oh, whole wide world coming after Farrell. Here goes Davidson trying to find his way around top 3, moving on up. Count them off. Going to go Curley, Farrell, Davidson moving on out of motor number 34. Man, oh man, 36 moto out on track now, slowing down a little bit, still going just as fast though. 14X got Zagalek, Carson, Velasquez, Johnson, and McMorris. Oh, Velasquez took a piece of an elbow, looks like a young clip. Carson sitting out front on this one, followed up by McMorris and Zagalek. That's your 1, 2, 3, bringing this one down through the section. Silent Assassin trying to bring this one on back, grab him up an early 1 spot and a transfer. Top 2 moving on into a 14X main event all the way back home to me. Trying to find a way on by, sneak on up a little bit of Zagalek back to me. It's going to go Carson spot and Morris going on out of moto number 36. 37, the moto out on track right now. It looks to be Hengel along with Kuritz, Galbali, Hughes, Belgrave, Schulte. Hengel sitting out front on this one along with Kuritz and looks like the Falcon of Belgrave. That's your 1, 2, and 3 all the way back home to me. Looks to be Hughes sitting on the outside looking in along with maybe Schulte, Galbali in and out of turn number 3 all the way back home to me. Taking the top 2 riders on out into a 15X main event. Hengel sitting out front. Nobody touching this cat along freestyle. That's got to be Kuritz holding on for that second spot out of moto 37. 38, the moto out on track. 1720X got Hogue, Powell, Blake, Jones, Kennedy, and Stafford. Rack number 1 rolling down through the 2 straight. Top 2 moving on. Going to go Kennedy, Stafford out on the 1, 2. Followed up Hogue and Blake. That's your top 4. Top 2 moving on. Hogue trying to find his way on up into the mix. Even slide up to a transfer spot. Teammate starting to walk away though along with Kennedy all the way back home to me. The captain going to bring this one back wire to wire. Punch an early ticket into a 1720 main event. Going to go Kennedy a spot and Stafford a spot out of moto 38. 39, the moto out on track. Pretty good shot out of Madden, but it's all Toll-Free on the inside line, grabbing this one in and out of turn number 1. Cha-ching! Early hole shot going to Toll-Free, Hardcore Realty colors. This one got Shoemaker, Kessler, Madden, Seedorf, and Toll-Free through turn number 2. It's all the Speed Racer out front on this one, taking a peek over her. The tires chattering. Madden and Toll-Free in the hip pocket side by side. Bar to bar rolling through turn number 2, 3, all the way back home to me. Kessler and Shoemaker trying to find their way on in, but no cigar back home to me. 2 spots to Madden and Toll-Free out of moto number 39. 40, the moto out on track right now. 2635X. Looks like Crane, Chisholm, Nash, and McCann. I'm glad we waited till the last 2 motos for my sheets to start flying off on me. 40, the moto out front. Right out front right now. McCann opener. Freaky Fast Pilot out front on this one. 20 right going to slide it on back. Looks like Nash going to find his way on by. Chiz said, y'all can take a peek at this one. Top rider alone going on out to a main event. It's going to go Freaky Fast McCann early on, punching a ticket into a 2635X main event. 41, the moto out on track. 4145X got Peck, Svoboda, and Johnson. Looks like Spike got Justin Svoboda out front on this one. Whole lot of Scott Johnson right in the hip pocket. Brian Peck come back to the 3. Brian said, man, they're fast down through the 3 straight. It's all Svoboda, Johnson, Peck, still single filing it down through the section. Brian, I know you're taking it easy on him. It's okay. You can say it, giving these guys a little breather, all that fun stuff. All the way back to the stripe. Total Points Racing going to go Svoboda, a low point 1 spot. Johnson, a 2. Peck, a 3. That'll do it for round number 1. Everybody go get you a little drink, little something for the Also, as we creep up on getting started here, merch tent. Head over and get your shirts before they're gone today. They will be done selling at the end of round 2. Merch tent closes at the end of round 2. Head over while you can. Group A out on track. Mixed Money opens. Got Smilinage, Hale, and Cows out on track right now, taking just the top 2 on out into a main event. Looks to be Smilinage, Hale, Cows. Running out 1, 2, 3. Looks to be Cows, Hale, and Smilinage running in that order all the way back down through the 2 straightaway. Smilinage, a little bit of work to do. Hale trying to find his way up on the underneath side. I'll tuck it on back for P2, so I know I just need to finish second to move on out of this one. Cows trying to keep that inside line rolling strong down through the 3 straightaway. Smilinage still trying to keep pace, pull him in a little bit closer all the way back home to me. Last time around for one of these guys. The next 2 will get to do it in the main event for some money all the way back home. It's going to go Cows a spot and Hale a spot. Good race into Smilinage. Out of Group A. Group B, the one out on track now, got Crane, Stewart, and Barker out on track. Looks to be Whole Shot Barker and Team Money sitting out front on this one. That's leaving William Crane outside looking in. A little bit of work to do. Top 2 moving on into a money open main event for Group B. Looking to fight for some money. It'll be $25, $15, and $10, 1, 2, 3 respectively in the main event. So third place will buy you back your entry fees all the way back home on this one. First spot going to go to Whole Shot Barker, and 2 spot rolling to Team Money. Trenton Stewart out of motor number B. Letter B. See the group out on track. Got Morgan, Smilinich, and out front on this one right now. Looks to be Brown and Bentley. Morgan out on the 1-2. KJ on the outside looking in, trying to find his way on up into the mix. One more time. I still couldn't hear it. All the way back home, going to go Morgan and Morgan. Riley King to staging. Riley King to staging. You bought like 30 more seconds because I couldn't hear the name. Transfers out of that one was Morgan and Morgan moving on out of CD, the group out on track. I think Jasper just about hit me. Was walking across the track. Got Kennedy, Stafford, Svoboda out on track for this one. Top 2 moving on. Going to go Stafford and Kennedy moving on up into a money open main event for Group D. Justin taking it easy on these kids for what? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. Moto 2 out on track right now. Looks to be Duvel, Franklin, Smilinich out on track, rolling down through the first turn. All the way back to me. Looks to be Smilinich sitting out front on this one. Oh, we're well past that. If you ain't up there. Oh, you actually did start a timer? Oh, we're being official with it. Okay. Makes sense. Smilinich sitting out front on this one. 11-12 Girl Cruiser. Total points racing. Everybody moving on. Just fighting for low points all the way back home. Firefly, Franklin, and Duvel fighting back to the 2-3. Wow, trying to find their way on up into the mix all the way back home to us. Back to the stripe. Another low point going to go to Emma Smilinich. Another 2 spot. Ooh, got to keep it pushing. Here comes Duvel trying to find a way on by. It's going to go Franklin Duvel close at the stripe. Avery, you got to stay on the gas. 2 the moto out on track now, or 3 the moto. 3640 Lady Cruiser got Cows, Cruz, and Abernathy out on track right now. Back to me down through the 3 straightaway. Still Queen G sitting out front on this one. Dusted off the race pants, the jersey from the little spill in round number 1, picking up right where she should have left off. Sitting out front on this one. All the way back down the stripe. Cal sitting back to the 2 spot. Cruz sitting on the 3. Top 2 moving on into a 3640 Lady Cruiser main event. Going to go first spot to Queen G Abernathy. 2 spot all the way back around. Cal's trying to hold off the charge from Cruz. Looks like it'll roll just that way. It's going to be Ashley Cal's second and final spot into a main event. For the moto out on track, Mayo sitting out front on this one right now, followed up by Miss Kitty back to the 2. Grandma Mary, your 3 down through the 2 straightaway. Mayo bikes for the likes of us colors, doing it for Darby and the gang sitting out front on this one, all the way back down through the 3 straight. Rhythm section action. We got a plate, and we got tape, and we got maybe another plate. Sun's in my eyes, man. Miss Kitty rolling back to the 2 spot. Grandma Mary, your 3.
Attention.
Once again, not total points on this one. Just top 2 moving on all the way back to me. It's going to go Vanessa Mayo for your first transfer spot. Miss Kitty going to bring it on home for transfer number 2 out of moto number 4. 5 the moto out on track. 10-year-old Cruiser got the Dominator, Evelyn. Jackson Payton to staging. Jackson Payton, you are needed in staging. Clock starts now. 5 the moto out on track. 10 Cruiser got Evelyn, Cows, and White. Looks like 28 Ride sitting out front on this one. Dominator, Donatello, Evelyn sitting out front on this one. Is it Ellen? Elin? Anybody here? Aylin? Is it? Okay, good deal.
Attention.
Aylin sitting out front on this one, followed up by Racing Case and got White on back to the 2 spot. The Fly Guy. Cal's a state champ, rolling back to the 3 spot. Top 2 alone, moving on out into a main event for the 10-year-old Cruisers. All the way back to me, back wire to wire on this one. It's going to go the Dominator. Aylin moving on up into a main event, motor number 5. Second spot going to Racing Case and White. for the 10 cruiser. Six the motor number 11-year-old cruiser out on track. Tillman, Tucson, Coonan, and Belcher. Looks to be, once again, man in black. Tillman sitting out front on this one. Jackson Payton, last call.
Attention.
Jackson Payton, last call. Down through the 3 straightaway. Still Tillman out front on this one. Tucson, Coonan in the hip pocket. Nope, Belcher hanging tight as well. Back down through the 3rd and final corner. Single file on this one all the way back to me. This one is total points, so they'll be racing low points all day long. Back to me, man in black on the attack. Tillman sweeps the day so far. 2 1s. 2 spot again to Tucson, Coonan, and Belcher rounding out your top 3. 7 the motor out on track. 13-year-old cruiser guy, Boyce, Dudley, and Galbali. Oh, a little airtime from airtime going to turn number 2. Gold Cup 2 ride sitting out front. That's got to be Galbali. Galbali, Boyce, and Dudley running your 1, 2, 3. Sounds like we send it. We say a minute. We mean a minute. I say drop it. Back down to me. 4 straightaway all the way back home. Gold Cup 2 ride. Galbali going to grab up another ace. Boyce another deuce. Dudley another 3. Out of motor number 7. I know, but rules are rules. 8th the moto out on track. 15 cruiser guy. Rogers, Hughes, and Peyton rolling through turn number 1. Looks like we got the bike ride. 2 out on track means 2 going to move on into a main event action all the way back home. District 1 ride got to be Colin Hughes. Bike for the likes of us, St. Peter's Mo. Rolling through turn number 2 all the way back to me. Looks to be Milo Rogers sitting on back to the 2 spot. That's your 1 and 2 down through the section. Those boys single filing it, little styling and wiling in and out of the final corner all the way back home to me. Both going to punch their tickets into a 15 cruiser. Main event goes Colton Rogers and Colin Hughes. 9 the moto out on track. 17-20 cruiser got Powell Jones and Kelly. 17 to 20s rolling through turn number 1. Top 3 all going on out to a main event. Total points action on this one just means you're fighting for low points all the way home. Powell trying to hang a little tighter to the back wheel of Jones, rolling through turn number 2. JJ trying to stretch things out a little bit. Not quite out of the woods yet. Powell hanging close to him. The Gold Cup 3 ride followed up by Kelly rolling on back to the 3 spot down through the section. Single file on this one all the way back home to me again. Total points, low points racing all day long. So every spot's going to count for Jones all the way back home. 2 aces through 2 rounds. Powell grabbing up another deuce. Kelly another 3. Out of motor number 9. 10 the moto out on track. Switching hands this time. Brown got the shot through turn number 1. Abernathy now the one playing chase. Rolling through turn number 1 and 2. Back down through the section. It's all Brown sitting out front on this one as we roll back down over the triple. Trying to stretch things out a little bit. Super smooth. Trying to keep him right close in the hip pocket. Howard rolling on back to the 3 spot. Total points racing again on this one. So all day long, all 3 rounds back home to me. Brown going to stretch things out. This time it's Abernathy going, you know what? Fair enough. We'll save it for the main event. Going to go Brown. Your 1 spot. Abernathy, your deuce. Tying things up for the main. Out of motor number 10. 11 the moto out on track. 56, 60-year-old cruiser got Peterson, Eilers, and Seaman. Looks like Peterson sitting out front on this one right now. 809 ride. Got a whole lot of Seaman right there in the hip pocket. Fred trying to find his way on by up into the mix. Rolling through turn number 2. Single file on this one down through the section. It's still Peterson, Seaman, and Skater Boy Eilers. Year 1, 2, 3 as we go down in and out of turn number 3. Second time today. Total points again means they're going to do it all day long. All 3 rounds. Tenacity Racing colors. Skater Boy trying to find a way on up into the mix. Balance the scales a little bit. No can do. This time around, Peterson grabbing up another ace. Seaman another 2. Eilers another 3. Out of motor number 11. 12 the moto out on track. 5 and under novice. Total points racing on this one. Got Onyx Belgrave, My Miles White, and Haley Fuller. Looks to be My sitting out front on this one. Got to be White rolling down through the 2 straightaways. Second corner. St. Peter's Mo made the trek on down on a Saturday. Sitting out front on this one, trying to grab up a perfect score through 2 rounds. Whole lot of Onyx Belgrave still sitting up to the 2 spot. Here comes Fuller, though, trying to find her way on by as we go down through the section. Oh, inside line of looking. What does Haley have left in the tank? See what she's got for him all the way back down. Belgrave trying to hold on tight all the way back home to me. Going to be White bringing it back for another ace. Belgrave going to get another deuce. Fuller another 3. Out of motor number 12. 13 the moto out on track. 6-year-old novice got Cates Rogers. And Melman looks to be Casey Rogers out front on this one. Hardcore Realty color sitting out on the 1 spot, bringing him around, followed up by the track brat Raven Cates. And Melman rounding out the top 3. This one is not total points. What you see is what you get, and we're only taking the top 2 on out into a main event for the 6-year-old novice. That means Madeline got a little bit of work to do down through the section, trying to reel him in just a little bit. Casey Rogers trying to stretch this one out a little bit more. Got Purple Heart Racing colors of the track brat trying to keep her close all the way through turn number 3. 16, I believe, all the way back home. It's going to be Rogers getting a transfer spot and the track brat of Cates moving on out of moto 13. Good racing to Melman. 14 the moto out on track. 8-year-old novice guy White, Hodges, Kemp, and Vanderman as we roll in and out of turn number 2 all the way back down to me. 235 ride. It's got to be, wow, Jack White sitting out front on this one. Why did my brain just stop working? 165 ride, that's Vanderman on back to the 2 spot. Orco Realty 33 ride Hodges. Not on the outside looking in. 112 ride sitting on back to the 4 spot. That's Kemp finding a way on up down through the 3 straightaway. Good work to you. As we come all the way back, it's going to go White for a transfer spot, along with Hodges and Vanderman moving on up in the program at a motor number 14. Good race into Britain. Also a cool name I wish I had.
Okay, riders.
I'm pretty okay with my name. It's a cool name, though.
Riders.
Dad goes, what the
Watch
heck?
the gate.
I'm old enough. If I wanted to change it that bad, I probably could. 15, the moto out on track. 11-year-old novice guy. Chisholm, Ehlers, Conklin, Gifford, and Newland as we roll down through turn number 1. Oh, pretty good shot. 10 ride sitting on the inside line. That's got to be Parker Chisholm. Coming out of Springfield Mo, rolling down through the 2 straightaway. It's all Chisholm, Newland, and the 241 ride sitting out 1, 2, 3. Gifford rounding out the top 3 spots. Devin Todd to staging. Devin Todd, you are needed in staging ASAP. Devin Todd. 10 ride sitting out front. Newland trying to find his way on by as we roll down through the section. Newland on the outside line, making that one work. Bleaching the hair blonde. Call me Slim Shady. Rolling through turn number 3. We're taking the top 4 riders on out into a main event out of this one. 639 ride outside looking in. That's Conklin. All the way back to me. It's going to go Newland a spot. It's going to go Chisholm, Ehlers, Gifford, and Newland moving on out of motor number 15. Good race into Caitlin. 16, the moto out on track now. 14-year-old novice got Laney, Harrell, and Coffee as we roll down through turn number 1. Pretty good shot out of Malachi Coffee, middle of the pack, trying to bring this one around turn number 1. Stretch things out a little bit more than the last one around. Harrell sitting on back to the 2 spot. Laney on the outside looking in back to the 3. We're only taking the top 2 on out to a 14 novice. Main event all the way back to me. It's got to be Coffee sitting out front on this one down through the 3 straightaway.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders.
I see a helmet on. It's good news. All the way back to me. Good battle brewing here. Laney trying to find a way on by. Harrell trying to hold off the whole wide world. Just enough gas in the tank. She'll do just that. Going to go Coffee. Harrell, your 2 transfer spots out of motor number 16. Great race into Mr. Laney. 17, the moto out on track. Kelly, Carlson, and Cruz. 3 going in, just 2 coming out. Carlson out front on the 1 spot. Here goes Kelly outside line trying to find a way by. Kelly going to slide on up to the 1 spot. Carlson maybe an inside shot. Going to tuck it on back for 2 down through the section. It's still Connor Kelly followed up by Carlson and Cruz. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Top 2 riders moving on up into a 26:35 novice. Main event all the way back down through turn number 3. Back to me. Carlson inside line. Going to take that 1 spot away. Kelly trying to find his way back on by. Top 2 both moving on, though, all the way back home. Good racing there. It's going to go Connor Kelly and Chris Carlson moving on up in the program out of 17. 18, the moto out on track. 41-45 novice. Got Jones, Todd, and White as we go in and out of turn number 2 all the way back home to me. Turn number 1, I'm sorry. Looks like Todd out front on this one, 366. I know why he was making us wait. He had all that lightning in a bottle he had to put in the back. All the way back to me as we go in and out of turn number 2. It's still Todd sitting out front on this one. This one is not total points. Top 2 moving on. What you see is what you get. 90 ride. Nathan White sitting on the bubble. Got a whole lot of Father Jones trying to find his way on by as we roll in and out of turn number 3 all the way back to him. It could be the final time today for one of these guys all the way back home. Tell you who it's not going to be. Devin Todd bringing it on back for the first transfer spot, and second spot stretching things out goes to Nathan White. Good racing, Father Jones. I will catch you at the fishing tournament tomorrow night. 19, the moto out on track. 56 and over novice. Looks like Seaman Eilers Dominguez out on track right now. Looks to be Seaman sitting out front on this one as we go through turn number 2. Single filing at Jonas Dominguez. SE Racing Colors trying to find his way on by. Skater Boy Eilers. Tenacity Colors on back to the 3 spot as we single file it down through the section. It's still Dominguez sitting out front on this one. Trying to find his way by. Seaman trying to hold the inside line strong. Dominguez trying to find his way on up to a 1 spot. Total points racing on this one. Seaman sitting on the low point. Dominguez coasts his way on by. That'll shift up the points a little bit. Gonna go Dominguez, Eilers. Seaman 1, 2, 3. Why y'all making me do math, man? I was homeschooled. We've been over this. You can't do that to me. 20, the moto out on track. 6-year-old intermediates got Gwen McComb and Welch rolling through turn number 2. Looks like Ender Gwen sitting out front on this one. Emmett McComb on the 2 spot. Maggie Welch trying to find her way on by up into a 6-year-old intermediate main event rolling down through the section. It's still Ender Gwen. Seth Square, Missouri. Colors coming out of St. Peters, Missouri. The Enderman rolling through turn number 3 all the way back home to me. Emmett McComb trying to stretch things out, put a little bit of a gap onto Welch, trying to find her way into a main event. But all the way back home, it's going to go the Enderman grabbing up a spot and McComb grabbing up a spot out of motor number 20. 21, the moto out on track. 7-year-old intermediates got Cal's Harves. and Zook rolling down through turn number 2. Waylon Zook out front on this one. Looks to be the fly guy. Levi Callis trying to find his way on up to a 1 spot, but those top 2 trying to stretch things out a little bit. Piper Harves, Princess trying to find her way on up into a main event 1-2 all the way back down through the final corner. Oz Zook playing a whole lot of offense, putting him on the outside line all the way back to me. In and out of turn number 3, back home, top 2 moving on up. Looks like Way Zook going to grab up a spot, and the fly guy Levi Callis moving on into the main event. Automotive number 21. 22, the motor number, 8-year-old intermediate's got Chisholm, Welch, and Tonga sitting out front on this one. Looks to be Tonga sitting out front. Bicycle Shack colors.
Attention.
Gold Cup champ bringing this one, or state champ bringing it down through the section. Edwin Welch on back to the 2 spot. 30 ride. Chiz back to the 3. Barrett trying to find his way on up into a main event, taking the top 2 and top 2 alone. Here goes the shot from Chisholm. See if he's got a drag race in him all the way back down the stripe. Welch hits the NOS booster. See if he's got enough of a gap. I know Tonga's moving on up in the program. So does Welch at a 22. 23, the moto out on track, looks to be 9 intermediates, got Irizarry, Smilenich, and the Duke of Doom. Elwell through turn number 2, looks to be Smilenich, and was Irizarry. Here goes the Duke of Doom, trying to find his way on by, sliding on up to a 2 spot. Irizarry got her little bit of momentum down through a 3 straightaway. See what she's got left in the tank as we go all the way back down through turn number 3. Liliana got a little bit of work to do, bringing this one all the way back down to the stripe. Smilenich going to walk in for an easy transfer spot for the first one. Second one going to the Duke of Doom. Good racing there for Elwell. Automotive 23. 24, the moto out on track. 10-year-old intermediates got Melman, Hodges, Duvel, and Welch. Looks to be Hodges and Welch out front on this one right now. Maybe Duvel. It's the 89 ride on back to the 3 spot. Johnny Melman. Melman sitting on the bubble. Duvel trying to find a way on up into the mix, taking just the top 3 and top 3 alone into a 10 intermediate. Main event all the way back home to me. Hodges, Hardcore Realty colors, along with Edge Racing colors of Vaney Welch. Back to me at the stripe, along with Melman. Those are going to be your transfers. Going to go Hodges, Welch, and Melman. Automotive 24. Maybe. 25, the moto out on track. 12-year-old intermediate's got Crane, Belcher, and Smilenich. Looks to be Noak sitting out front on this one. State 2 ride. That's got to be Belcher rolling down through the 2 straightaway, 3 straightaway, trying to find his way. Locked down a 1 spot and an early transfer into a 12i main event. Top 2 moving on. Smilenich sitting on that 2nd spot right now. Crane, a little bit of work to do all the way back home to me. That's the way it's going to go. Going to go Smilenich and Belcher. Moving on. Automotive 25. 26, the moto out on track. 13 intermediates. Got Rock and Roll, Hayden Franklin, Zach Bob Bass, and Hunter Conklin rolling through turn 1. Pretty good shot from Conklin through the middle of the pack. He's going to lead these boys through turn 1. Looks like Zach Bob on back to the 2 spot. Rock and Roll. Got a little bit of work to do as we roll all the way back down through the 3 straightaway. 2 straightaway, excuse me. Now the 3. Conklin sitting out front on this one, trying to stretch things out just a little bit. Whole lot of Bass right in the rearview mirror, not letting him get far. Franklin trying to do some work on a Saturday, see if he can find his way on up into the mix. What does he have left in the tank is the question through turn number 3. All the way back home. Conklin going to grab out that first spot for Franklin. Not quite enough momentum on that one. So it's going to go Bass and Conklin moving on up in the program. Automotive 26. 27, the moto out on track right now. 14 intermediates looks to be Mr. Personality Hill, Riley King, and Zayden Spearing. Looks to be Spearing sitting out front on this one right now. 85 ride coming out of Star City BMX, the Lincoln local. Gold Cup 3 there. That's got to be Mr. Personality. Jackson Hill on back to the 2 spot. King to the 3 as we roll through the final corner. Second time today. Total points racing for these guys and gals all the way back home. Every spot's going to count. Mr. Personality trying to find his way on by. We'll check with the line. I can tell you King the 3. 85 ride. Spearing grabbing up another 1 spot. Mr. Personality, another 2 out of 27. 28 the moto out on track. Looks to be Peyton Morgan Penny, your 1, 2, 3 rolling down through the section right now. 15i. Top 2 and top 2 alone. Moving on up in the program to a 15i main event. Penny trying to find his way on up into the mix. Morgan ducking out, trying to find his way on by, but all the way back to me. It's going to go Morgan and Peyton moving on up out of Moto 28. Whew. 29, the moto out on track. 41, 45 intermediates. Got Uncle Mike Blake sitting out front on this one. No, it's going to be Mercer. Mercer, Blake, and Howard running your 1, 2, 3 PHR.
Attention.
Out on the 1, 2. S squared Mo on back to 3, rolling down through the section. Single file in this one all the way back to me. It's going to go Mercer, trying to grab up another low point, another ace through 2 rounds. All the way back to me. He's going to do just that. The 1 spot to Mercer, 2 spot to Uncle Mike, 3 spot to Howard out of 29. 30, the moto out on track. 15, 16, Lady Experts. Got Crane and Brown out on track right now. Top 2 moving on. Only 2 out there. We send the healing vibes over to Beanpole, Daphne, Seedorf, but it's a bike ride, we like to call it. They call it a boat ride in other places, but we're not riding boats. We're riding bikes. All the way back through turn number 3 on this one. It's still Adair Crane out front on this one, coming out of Star City BMX as well, all the way back to me. Going to go Crane and Fly Rye Brown. Moving on up in the program out of Moto 30. 31, the moto out on track now. If my sheet will flip, 41.50, Lady Experts, Miss Kitty, Vanessa Mayo, and Grandma Mary, bringing them down through the 2 straightaway. Guy Mayo, Miss Kitty, and Grandma Mary. That's your 1, that's your 2, that's your 3. Total points on this one, so they're going to do it all 3 rounds all day long. Moto Maker said, y'all don't get a break from the heat. You all got to race every round. We're giving nobody a break out here. It's what we call conditioning, ladies. Down through the 3rd straightaway. Still Mayo, Miss Kitty, Grandma Mary, your 1, 2, 3. Tell you what, that breeze is very much welcome right now. Not going to complain about it a bit. Mayo bringing it on back for a 1. Miss Kitty, a 2.
Attention.
Grandma Mary, a 3. Out of Moto 31.
Ready? Watch the gate.
32, the moto out on track. 10-year-old experts got Aylin, Wilhelm, White, and Schulte. Pretty good shot inside line. Try to get a peek. That might be the cool cat Wilhelm bringing this one back to me. B-Ride, that's exactly who it is. Rebellion Racing Colors coming out of Omaha, Nebraska. 27 right on back to the 2 spot. That's got to be the Dominator, Donatello Aylin. So it's still Wilhelm Aylin, your 1, 2, followed up by 36 right. That might be Schulte. That's Tommy Gunn. On up to the 3 spot remains Racing Case and White on the outside looking in, trying to find his way on up into a 10X main event. Top 3 and top 3 alone. Moving on up in the program. Tommy Gunn slides his way on up to a 2 spot all the way back home, but it's going to be Cool Cat, wire to wire. Wilhelm grabbing up a spot. Tommy Gunn Schulte grabbing up a spot. And the Dominator Aylin moving on out of Moto 32. 33, the moto out on track. 11-year-old expert Howard Penny. Toussaint Coonan looks to be Penny sitting out front on this one right now. The Snake, he's got Clutch Howard right in the hip pocket. Toussaint Coonan trying to find his way on up into the mix. The 100 ride. Got a little bit of work to do on a Saturday. See what he's got left in the tank. See what's brewing all the way back home to me. Wire to wire on this one looks to be Penny bringing it on back to me for transfer spot number 1. It's going to go Penny a spot and Howard a spot out of moto number 33. 34, the moto out on track. State 6 ride looks like Whole Shot Barker along with Harv's Deal. And Stewart rolling through turn number 2 all the way back down to me.
Okay, riders.
That's a really good question. The Real Deal sitting on the bubble right now trying to find his way on up into the mix as we go in and out of turn number 3. Final time around, maybe for one of them all the way back down the stripe, it is going to go Barker, Team Money, and the Real Deal moving on up out of moto number 34. 35, the moto out on track. 13X got Wilhelm Morley. Dudley and Duncan looks to be Bro and Morgan out front on this one, followed up by the Gold Cup champ, Gold Cup 1. That's most wanted. Kaiser Wilhelm sitting on back to the 1 spot, or 2 spot. He's got Dudley Galbally right there as well. Ooh, Dudley just about took a little walk on the wild side all the way back home. It is going to go Morgan a spot, Kaiser a spot. That was Wilhelm, Morgan, Galbally, and Dudley moving on out of moto number 35. 36, the moto out on track. There's only 3 of them. Good. I'm stuck on this side. 14X got Zagalik, Velasquez, and Johnson. Looks like Velasquez, Johnson, Zagalik running in that order. 1, 2, 3. The Boogie got to find a little bit of a way on by. Get crafty through the 3rd and final corner. He'll do just that. There's his shot. See if he's got enough power to make it happen. Johnson steps on the nitrous. Says, you're not getting that close. Going to go Velasquez and Johnson. Your 2 transfers out of moto 35. 36. Oh, man, the Falcon got put way up high on this one, bringing it all the way back to me. See what he's got left in the tank. Looks to be 28 ride Schulte. That's Jude the Butcher out front on this one, followed up by 2 ride Hughes. 10 ride on the bubble. That's got to be Galbally. That leaves the Falcon outside looking in. Got to find his way by. Oh, inside shot. Just about gave him a tire tap. To settle on back, man. We're both still on wheels. I'm okay with it. Jude the Butcher moving on along with Hughes and Galbally out of moto 37. 38, the moto out on track. 1720 expert got Hogue, Powell, Blake, and Jones. Looks to be Hogue sitting out front on this one right now, followed up by J.J. Jones and Jordan Blake. That's your 1, 2, 3. Me and Powell on the outside looking in. Got to find his way on up into the mix all the way back home to me down through the section. Still Hogue, Jones, and Blake. Back home to me. Top 2 alone moving on out. Blake got to get a little bit fancy. Not quite enough. Going to go Jones and Hogue moving on up in the program out of moto number 38. 39 second rack, 1720X running back to me. Looks like Shoemaker, Kessler, and Seedorf, Juicy J trying to find her way outside up onto those 2 bubble spots. It's all Shoemaker. Ooh, just about kicked it over the bars. Good save there. 39 ride.
Attention.
Still danger. Shoemaker sitting out front on this one, followed up by Max Kessler. That's your 1 and 2. Juicy J got to find her way up onto a transfer spot all the way back home to me. Just the top 2 moving on. It's going to go Shoemaker and Kessler moving on out of motor number 39. 40 the track. Pretty good shot out of Nash. along with Crane and Chisholm. Looks like Darren Nash sitting out front on this one right now. Purple Heart Racing Colors, Raytown BMX repping all the way back down through turn number 2. It's all Nash out front on this one, bringing him down through the section. You really like that white line, huh? 20 ride sitting on back to the 2 spot. That's got to be Mitchell Chisholm. Got Chiz back to the 3 spot, or 2 spot. Carla Crane, your 3. Not total points. What you see is what you get for the top 2. Nash and Chiz going to move on out of motor number 40. 41 out on track. 41, 45 experts got Brian Peck, Justin Svoboda, and Scott Johnson. Johnson keeping him close in the hip pocket all the way back down the 2 straightaway. Spike trying to stretch things out a little bit more onto Wheels Colors of Svoboda out front on this one, bringing him down through the 3 straightaway. Evident he got the visor fixed, and it's rolling real good now as we go all the way back down through turn number 3. Final time around. Second to final time around. Is Brian just screaming over there? Svoboda bringing it on back for a 1 spot. Johnson at 2. Brian Peck, your 3. That'll do it for How y'all feel about some money opens to kick us off on a Saturday? 4 racks of them. Starting off Group A, Bo McCullum, Brennan Hale, Charlie Cows. Payout $20 to the winner, 12 to second, 8 to P3.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gay pops down, pretty good shot at him. McCullum out of the middle of the field. Cows and Hale trying to play spoiler all the way back down the first straightaway. Hale got the inside line, going to tuck it on back. Cows to the inside line, got a pretty good shot at him all the way back down through the 2 straightaway. Bar to bar they go. It's McCullum, it's Cows. Little airtime cost Cows some space going into turn number 2. All the way back down to me. See what Cows has left in the tank. Low high him again, all the way back down the stripe. 3 straight there still. Bar to bar, slight advantage to McCullum. Cows trying to find enough room to make a charge happen down the last straightaway. What does he have left in the tank? McCullum just needs to hold a wheel on him all the way back down the stripe. Pretty good run from Cows. See what he's got. The airtime again cost him. It's going to go McCullum, your 1. Cows, your 2. Hale, your 3. Out of Group A. Group B out on track right now. It looks to be Hawthorne, Davidson, Stewart, and Barker. Payout 25, 15, and 10. Looks like Davidson got the whole shot. Cha-ching. Whole shot award down the 2 straightaway. Got EJ Hawthorne right in the hip pocket. EJ trying to find his way up by, followed up by whole shot Barker on the bubble for the money. Team Money trying to find his way up into the mix. Down through the 3 straightaway. It's still Davidson, Hawthorne, Barker, your 1, 2, 3. EJ, pretty good shot. He's going to grab some money down the 4 straightaway now. Upgrades himself $10. Back down the stripe. Davidson going to settle on back for 2. Said, we got the class main. We're okay. For those kids, that's video game money. That's Munchkin money. I don't know what you're buying with it. Hawthorne, Davidson, Barker, your 1, 2, 3. Half-price burgers and dogs up in concessions right now as well. Curley, Morgan, Belgrave, and Morgan out on track. Jabril Belgrave sitting out front on this one. Curley got a little bit of work to do. It's all Bro and Morgan on back to the 2 spot. Curley, your 3. Bentley, Morgan, your 4 down through the section. It's still Jabril Belgrave out front on this one. The Falcon trying to bring home $25 and a whole lot more on a big win on a Saturday Open down the stripe all the way back to me. That's how it's going to go. Curley trying to upgrade his money a bit more. Not quite enough. Going to go the Falcon of Belgrave. Followed up by Bro and Morgan and Chase. Your 1, 2, 3. Last group, Kennedy, Stafford, Tolfree, and McCann through turn number 1. Looks like Tolfree, Kennedy, McCann, and Stafford. Your 1, 2, 3, 4 down the stripe. 25, 15, 10 on the line. Once again, looks to be Tolfree down through the 3 straightaway. See what he's got in the mix. See if the captain or the McCann opener can reel him in a little bit closer as we go all the way back down the stripe. 1, 2, 3. Still Tolfree, Kennedy, McCann. Any shots coming, doesn't look like enough. Going to go Tolfree, your 1 spot. Kennedy, your 2. McCann, your 3. Stafford rounding out the top 4.
Okay, riders, random start.
I'll do it for the money opens.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Yeah, as Jim Riley would say, rack them up and do it again. And again. And again. 2 the moto out on track right now. 11-12 Lady Cruiser looks like. Cairo Duvel, the Firefly, Avery Franklin. And Emma Smilenich. Smilenich out front on this one, followed up by Duvel and Franklin. That's your 1, 2, 3. Looks to be Smilenich sitting out front on this one, down through the 3 straight, still stretching things out a little bit more. Total points racing on this one means overalls are likely close to set in stone. Smilenich trying to bring home a perfect day, grab up an overall 1. 2 spot on points right now going to Franklin. She'll be able to bring it home, even finish in 3rd. So it's going to go Smilenich crossing first, your overall 1. Duvel, your overall 3. And Franklin, your overall 2. Back to that 3 spot out of moto number 2. 3 the moto out on track. Pretty good shot out of Queen G. Abernathy. Got a whole lot of Riley King right in the hip pocket. King trying to find her way on by as we go down through turn number 2. Abernathy trying to take some inside lines, play some defense. Whole lot of King right there in the hip pocket, though, side by side. There goes King outside line trying to seal the deal. Can she shut the door? Abernathy, pretty good shot at it through turn number 3. Going to take the inside line, hold it on up. Drag race coming. It's still Abernathy with the advantage. Here goes King trying to find her way by. The young gun got the juice all the way back to me. It's going to go King, your 1 spot. Abernathy, your 2. Chris Carlson, your 3. Out of moto number 3. For the moto out on track, 56, 60-year-old, 46 to 50. Goodness, they're going to hit me after the race. McDade, Mayo, and Miss Kitty rolling down through the first corner. Looks like Lindsay McDade sitting out front on this one, coming out of Spokes BMX, round down through the 2 straightaway. Been sitting out front all day long. This one is not total points. What you see, what you get as they cross. It's still McDade, Mayo, and Miss Kitty sitting out on your 1, 2, 3 as they roll down through the section. Mayo trying to pull her in a little bit closer as we roll down through the section for the final time today for these ladies. Doing it for Darby and the gang goes Mayo. Onto Wheels Colors back from Miss Kitty as we roll down the stripe all the way there. Lindsay McDade going to grab up a win on a Saturday for the ladies. Mayo going to grab up a 2. Miss Kitty a 3 out of moto number 4.
Attention.
Okay, riders,
on we
random
are.
start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Five, the moto out on track now. 10-year-old cruiser got Cal's, Aylin, and White. Looks to be the 2 ride. Charlie Cal sitting out front on this one, followed up by 28 ride. That's got to be Donatello, the
Attention.
Dominator. Aylin rolling back to the 2 spot,
Okay,
racing
riders,
Jason White. You're
random
3.
start.
Back down the stripe all the way back to, out of turn number 3. It's still Cal's. Wrapping up a pretty perfect day. 10-year-old cruiser 1 on a Saturday goes to Cal's. 2 spot going to go to the Dominator, Aylin. 3 spot going to go to White out of moto number 5. 6, the moto out on track now. 11-year-old cruiser got Tillman, Tucson Coonan, and Belcher. Looks like Man in Black got to be Tillman sitting out front on this one. Tucson Coonan sitting right in the hip pocket, tied to the rear wheel as he's been doing all day long. 3 spots still to Belcher. Down through the 3 straightaway, trying to reel him in closer goes Tucson Coonan. What's he got left in the tank? 2-1 sit to Tillman right now, so looking pretty far as the overall goes, bringing this one all the way back down the stripe. That's how it's going to go. It's going to be Tillman sitting out on your 1 spot. There's your overall 1. Tucson Coonan, your overall 2. Belcher, your 3 out of moto number 6. Moto number 7 out on track. 13-year-old cruiser got Boyce, Dudley, and Galbally down through the 2 straightaway. Looks like Bentley Galbally, Gold Cup 2 ride, sitting out front on this one. Got a whole lot of airtime. Austin Boyce right there, trying to find his way on by Total Points Racing. They've been running like this all day long. Boyce trying to find his way by him as we go down through the 3 straightaway. Final time today for these guys. Dudley on back to the 3 spot. Points been sitting exactly the same way, so the overall 1 looks to go to Galbally all the way back down the stripe. He'll do it one more time for good measure. Going to go Galbally, your overall 1. Boyce, your 2. Dudley, your 3. Out of moto number 7. 8th, the moto out on track. 15-year-old cruiser looks like Milo, Golden Rogers, Galbally, and Hughes. Looks to be Hughes out front on this one, stretching things out. A little bit of air, bringing him down 3 straightaway. Looks to be Hughes, Galbally, and Rogers. Rogers trying to hold the inside line, hold up to the 2 spot, all the way back down to me. Sits still on the 2 spot. Here comes Galbally trying to find his way on by Talon, pushing a stretch all the way back to me. It's going to go Hughes, your 1. We'll check at the stripe on that one. I know it was Hughes, your 1. Gold 3. That's Galbally coming by your 2 spot. Rogers, your 3. 9, the moto out on track. 1720 cruiser got Powell, Jones, and Kelly. Looks to be J.J. Jones, followed up by the Gold Cup 3 ride. That's got to be Powell, your 2 spot. Connor Kelly holding strong to the 3, all the way back down the stripe, back to me. Final time today, J.J. Jones doing it for Cycle City, bringing this one all the way back to me. Going to go just that way. Jones, your 1 spot. Powell, your 2. Kelly, your 3. Out of moto number 9. 10, the moto out on track. 46, 50-year-old cruiser. Pretty good shot out of Brown along with Abernathy and Howard. Total points tied up for these top 2. Abernathy, Brown. There goes the shot on the inside line. Abernathy, not quite enough room. He's going to have to track him down the next 2 straightaways, but Brown got a pretty good gap already as we go in and out of turn number 2, all the way back down the stripe, down through the section. It's still Brown and Abernathy trying to stretch things out a little bit, followed up by Howard on back to the 3 spot. Total points, they've been doing it all day long. Brown wrapped up the win in moto number 2. The first point went to Abernathy. Brown going to pull up 2 more. Take the overall 1. Goes Brown. 2 spots to Abernathy. 3 to Howard. Good racing, boys. 11, the moto out on track now. 56, the 6-year-old cruiser guy. Peterson, Eilers, and Seaman rolling down through the 2 straightaway. 1 straightaway. Pretty good shot out of Harley Davidson. Colors all safe for Peterson out front on this one. Been sitting out front a lot of the day. Total points racing on this one. The low points both belong to Peterson thus far. Peterson, Seaman, Eilers, that's your 1, 2, 3, all the way back down through the section. Single file in this one. Gaps are good, stretching things out a little bit more. 2 1s to Peterson, 2 2s to Seaman, 2 3s to Eilers. So they've been doing it predictably all day long, just as you see it, all the way back down to me. Okay, the trade-off is sunglasses make the sun less powerful, but they also make me sweat. Oh, man. Lost Seaman right there on the 3rd, 4th straight. Going to get him picked out, checked out right away. The moto out on track right now, coming back to me, 5 and under novices. You can hear the music from Kona out there in the parking lot. Got Belgrave, White, and Fuller sitting out on track right now. Looks to still be my, that's White out track right now, leading this one around turn number 2. 2 spot going to Belgrave, 3 to Fuller. That's how they're running single file all the way back to me. Back down through the 3 straight. It's still White, Belgrave, Fuller running in that order as they've been doing all day long, bringing this one all the way back down the final straight. Final time today. looks to be my White going to bring this one on back. Your overall 1 spot, overall 2 spot looking to go to Belgrave. That's how it's going to go regardless of finish in order. It's going to be Belgrave, your overall 2, Fuller, your overall 3. As we get James, Fred, whichever name you want me to roll by with the sheet, out on track, getting him picked up and checked out over there. Kona cranked the speakers up, didn't they? Definitely, yeah. I mean, shoot, I wouldn't say no to it right now. Pretty good weather for it. Y'all got to get them their money now because it's apparently going to be really, really nice tomorrow. Might not be as much of a snow cone kind of day. Oh, yeah, he's back up to his feet over there. Let him hear you, everybody. Get nice and loud for him. These fellas got to go to work the rest of the week. So you never like to see that happen. I should imply you don't like to see it happen anytime. It's never like, yeah, somebody crashed. No, that's never the case. Oh. I felt myself getting a little bit, like, almost nauseous at the end of the round. And everyone's like, get a Gatorade, get a protein bar. I got my Gatorade and got my protein bar, but the sun doesn't like to leave me alone right now. We're chilling. I could have also probably not worn shorts. That might have helped too. Man, right. That might help.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, 13 the moto out on track, 5 and under novice. Oh no, we're up to 6 Navi now. This is the girls' moto. 13 the moto out on track, 6-year-old Navi. We got Cates, we got Rogers, we got Smiling. It's rolling through turn number 1. Pretty good shot for Addy. Rolling through turn 1 back to me. Looks like Rogers in the hip pocket. Track Brat Cates on back to the 3, down through the 2 straight. Oh, Rogers in the hip pocket trying to find her way on by. See what Casey's got left down the stretch. Smiling is trying to stretch things out a little bit more. Casey says, no, I want to keep you right here. I want to get me a win on a Saturday, not you, as we roll back through turn number 3 all the way back to me. Oh, Rogers, a little bit of a run. Track Brat still back to the 3 spot. Not total points. What you see is what you get as they cross here. Rogers, pretty good run brewing all the way back to the line. Smiling, it's going to hold on tight. It's going to go Smiling. It's Rogers. Cates, your 1, 2, 3 out of Moto 13. 14, the moto out on track. 8-year-old novice looks like Kennedy, White, Jackson, Hodges, Vanderman, and Melman. 101 looks like Alan Melman out front on this one, followed up by Kennedy. Ooh, lost 1, lost 2. Going to get them all picked up and checked out over there. All the way back down to me. Kennedy round the outside line. My goodness, puts Melman close to the wild side as we go down through the 3 straightaway. Landon Kennedy now changing hands. Pull it up by Melman, and White looks to be your 1, 2, 3. There goes Melman on the inside line, fighting back for it. Allen takes over the lead now, going down through the 4 straightaway. Kennedy have enough in him. Melman hit the nitrous back to the stripe there. It's going to go Melman, Kennedy, and 235 ride Jack White. That's your 1, 2, 3. Vanderman rounding out the top 4. We're getting Lily picked up over here. Got Cardi picked up. Goodness, man. Round of applause for him if you haven't already. I know you did, but do it again. Phew. Get loud for Lily rolling down through the 2 straightaway, finishing things out. As all these tough as nails BMX riders always seem to do. You hit the ground, everyone holds your breath. 5 minutes later, they're like, I'm good. Let's ride again. Glad to see you up, Lily. Track is good.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
15, the moto out on track. 11-year-old novice got Chisholm, Velasquez, Ehlers, Todd, Earhart, Gifford, and Newland rolling down through the 1st straightaway. Pretty good shot out of Velasquez, bringing this one all the way back down through turn number 1. Looks to be Earhart and Todd following up the top 3. 10 ride trying to find a way in. That's Parker Chisholm. Down through the 3 straightaway. It's going to go Velasquez, Earhart, Chisholm. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Dominator trying to find a way by. See what Dominic's got left in the tank, rolling down through the back half. Velasquez trying to hold off the charge down through the section. Oh, good line rolling. Here goes Earhart outside line. Velasquez looking for that white line. See if she can hold him off in turn 3. Around the outside goes Earhart. Sliding up to your 1 spot all the way back down the stripe. Todd moving back on up in the program to your 3 spot. Back to me. It's going to go Bike Shack Colors of Earhart, your 1. Velasquez Hedge Racing Gang, your 2. Ezekiel Todd, your 3. Out of moto number 15. 16, the moto out on track. 14-year-old novice got Harrell, Arnold, and Coffee rolling through turn number 1. Malachi Coffee, pretty good shot on this one. Looks to be Arnold and Harrell, your 1, 2, 3. Looking for an AirPod case that's missing, so if you find an AirPod case, do so kindly to bring it over to science for us, please and thanks. Still Coffee, Arnold, Harrell, your 1, 2, 3, rolling down through the 3 straightaway. Jacqueline and Connor trying to reel him in. Malachi, foot off the pedal. Wild side walk goes Arnold. He's going to keep it upright for the 2 spot. Harrell trying to find a way by to attack now. This one is not total points. What you see is what you get. Coffee, a rough showing round 1. He's going to show back out for it. Doesn't matter if you win the main. Going to go Coffee, your 1. Arnold, your 2. Harrell, your 3. Out of moto number 16. 17, the moto out on track. Kemp, Kelly, Carlson, and Notman. Looks like Notman sitting out front on this one. Kelly on back to the 2 spot. Good save. Kemp back to the 3. Carlson, your 4. Here goes Kemp. Inside line shot to Kelly. He's going to slide on up to the 2 spot. Kelly going to try to punch right back down through the 3 straightaway now.
Attention.
What you see is what you get here. Race of Champions number 1, Notman slide out front on this one. I need someone in that family to let me know when he's creeping up to the intermediate class because we can't be far from it all the way back to you. It's going to go Notman, your 1 spot. 2 spot going to be Kemp. 3 spot, close hold on to Kelly. Out of moto 17. 18, the moto out on track now. Looks to be Newland, Todd, and White sitting out track right now. 41, 45-year-old novice. Looks to be Newland, Todd, and White running in that order, in and out of turn number 2. Am I going to get hit? Nope, we're good. All good. Newland's still sitting out front on this one, trying to stretch things out a little bit more. Final time around today. Picking up the pedals, trying to reel him in a little closer. It's Todd. Not quite going to have enough for him all the way down the stripe. It's going to go Newland, your overall 1. Todd, your 2. White, your 3. out of Moto 18. 19, the moto out on track, looks to be Eiler sitting out front on this one right now, followed up by Dominguez Seaman. That's your 1, 2, 3. He's back on the track. Man, oh man. That's impressive work right there. 56 and over, novice here. This one is total points. They've been doing it not like this all day long. They're actually going to make me do some math. Eiler's sitting on 5 points right now. Dominguez sitting on 3.
Attention.
Seaman sitting on 4. So let me total things up here, bringing it all the way back to me. Eiler's low point. Let's see. 5 points ends up Dominguez. 6 points ends up Eiler's. So it's going to be Dominguez crossing second, your overall 1. Skater Boy Eiler's your overall 2. Seaman, your overall 3 out of Moto 19. 20 the motor now out on track. 6-year-old intermediate got Gwynn, Franklin, and McComb rolling through the 2 straightaway. Looks to be Emmett. Oh, maybe. No, that's Gwynn. This one right now, the Enderman. God, Gwynn. Here goes Franklin sliding on up to the 2 spot. Pipey leading him down through the 2 straight back to the 2 spot. Whole lot of McComb trying to find his way back on by as we roll in and out of turn number 2. 3 for the final time today. It's still the Enderman trying to stretch this one out a little bit more. Franklin keeping him close. All the way back to me. Not total points on this one, which sees what you get. So we're going to go the Enderman. Gwynn, your 1 spot. The Firecracker, your 2. And McComb, your 3. Good saves. Good work, y'all. 21, the moto out on track now. 7-year-old intermediates. Looks to be Cals, Hall, Whitley, and Zook out on track right now. Gold Cup 1 ride. That's got to be K-Bo Hall out front on this one. 25 ride is Zook. And looks to be Whitley. Jace Whitley sitting on the 3 spot. Slides on by for the 2. It's still Hall, Whitley, and Zook running in that order. State 2 ride. The fly guy, Levi Cowles, trying to get up to a podium spot as we roll down through the 3rd, 4th straightaway for the final time today. Still Kasem Hall sitting out front on this one. K-Bo trying to bring him around for the final time. Rolling him down through the 4th straightaway. Ooh, booking it. Lost 1 there. Tonga over on the gate, getting him picked up and checked out. But it's going to go Hall, Whitley, and Cowles, the fly guy. Your 1, 2, 3 out of Moto 21. Is Eli getting up over there? Man. 22, the moto out on track. 8-year-old intermediates got J Money Sharp, Edwin Welch, and Eli Tonga getting Eli picked up over there. But 24 ride, it's Jamie Sharp, J Money sitting out front on this one, followed up by Edwin Welch. That's your 1, 2. This one is not total points. What you see is what you get. Puts J Money in a real good spot going in and out of turn number 3 for the final time today, trying to bring it on back for a big win on a Saturday. Pre-race win for the 8 Eyes is going to go the way of Sharp. Sharp sitting down on the 1 spot. Welch, you got to be up on your feet, dude. I don't want to see you sitting down. Welch, your 2. Eli Tonga going to rip it on the rest of the way out on your 3. He's back up to his feet, back on the pedals. They said, let's go, Avery. Track is good.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
23, the moto out on track. 9 intermediates got Franklin, Smilenich, and the Duke of Doom rolling down through the 1st straightaway. Pretty good shot out of Franklin on the inside line. Avery trying to get a pretty good shot rolling as we go in and out of turn number 1. Oh, Smilenich on the outside line tries to find a way by. The Firefly says, no, you don't, rolling down through the 2 straightaway. It's still Franklin, Smilenich, and Elwell running 1, 2, 3 in that order. Smilenich trying to find his way on by. But it's all Franklin down through the 3 straightaway. Still the way it rolls. It's Bicycle Shack colors of Franklin, Fly Racing colors of Smilenich.
Okay, riders,
Ad Astra colors of Elwell as we roll 1, 2, 3 single file in this one. This one is what you see, what you get, not total points. It's as they cross. Mount is trying to brew a little bit of a run. Firefly trying to hold him off all the way back to stripe. You got to go, Avery. Back to the line they go. 6 ride. 6 ride. Franklin holding on tight for your 1 spot. 2 spot to Smilenish. 3 to Elwell. 24 the motor out on track. Miracle, Hodges, Hale, and Welch. Looks to be Christopher Smith out front on this one. Guy Smith followed up by Miracle and Hale. That's your 1, 2, 3. Hodges, Welch, Melman going to round out the rest of the pack as we roll all the way back to the line. Smith, oh, Miracle around the outside line. Smith trying to find his way back on up to a position as we come all the way back home. Hale trying to find his way up in the program as well. Back to me, wire to wire, the Annihilator. Miracle going to grab up your 1, followed up by Hale. Smith and Hale. Year 2 and 3 respectively out of 24. 25 the moto out on track. 12 intermediates got Belcher, Elwell, and Smile, and it looks to be Elwell sitting out front on this one. Bodie the Bazooka sitting on the 1 spot. At Astra Colors, Heartland BMX repping as we roll through turn number 2, followed up by Noke Belcher and Smilenich. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Smilenich trying to find her way by inside line. Belcher playing a little bit of defense all the way back home to me. That's just the way it's going to go. Ooh, little inside walk and lost Smilenich over there. Going to get her picked up. She's up to her feet quick. Let her hear you over there. But all the way back to me, not total points running. Going to go Elwell, your 1 spot. Belcher, your 2. Smiling Edge getting picked up over there for the 3. Good shot at it, Emma. 26 to Moto Out on track, 13 intermediates. We got Benny the Jet Bass, Zach Bob Bass, Hunter Conklin, and the Hunter, Winston Rogers. Looks like Rogers, Bass, and Conklin. The showdown rolling once again. Benny the Jet trying to find his way on by. Oh, we got the spot and made a beeline for the white line. That's how you shut the door. It's all Bass out front right now. Benny the Jet trying to roll him all the way back to the stripe. The Hunter trying to reel him in close, but the Jets have been hit. Benny the Jet walking away all the way back to the stripe. It's going to go Bass, your 1 spot, 2 spot to Rogers, 3 spot Hunter Conklin out of moto number 26. 27, the Moto Out on track, 14 intermediates. We got Jackson, Mr. Personality, Hill, Riley King, and Zayden Spearing sitting out 1, 2, 3. Looks to be Spearing, Hill, and King rolling down through the 2 straightaway. Total points racing on this one. They've been doing it like this all day long. Looking to do it one more time as you see it. Spearing still sitting out front on this one, coming to us out of Star City BMX, Lincoln, Nebraska area as we go through turn number 3. It's all Spearing out front on this one, followed up by Mr. Personality, Hill. The complaint department not racing today. We'll lean on him plenty tomorrow. All the way back to me, it's going to go Spearing, Hill, and King. Your overall 1, 2, 3 out of 27. 28, the Moto Out on track. Morgan a little behind, little work to do. It's all Skaggs, Smiling Edge, Peyton out on the 1, 2, 3 right now. Here goes Morgan trying to find his way by on the inside line. He's going to slide on up to the 3 spot. Smiling Edge trying to track down Skaggs, but he's walking away as we roll all the way back down through the 3 straightaway. Skaggs trying to get a little bit of an edge. He's got a whole lot of KJ Smiling Edge hip pocket. Oh, Morgan tries to take a shot. Smiling Edge goes down. Peyton takes a ride over turn 3. We got to get all 3 picked up, checked out, all the way back to the line. Skaggs grabs up your 1 spot. They seem less interested in riding, more interested in walking as we get them picked up over in turn number 3. Morgan going to bring it on back for your 2 spot. 29, the Moto Out on track. 41-45 novice. Looks to be Blake, Howard, and Mercer. Y'all got a bike on the track. Y'all got to get that off of there. Worry less about talking to the other rider and figure it out, boys. As we go through turn number 3, it's all Mercer out front on this one. Bringing it back to me, wire to wire. Mercer been out front all day long. Going to try to bring it on back. 3 perfect aces. Get the broom out. He'll do just that. Going to go Mercer, your overall 1. Overall 2 to Uncle Mike Blake. 3 spot to Howard. Out of moto number 29. Getting Jackson picked up over there. Checking on the whole darn field just about. Jackson's up to his feet over there. I think old Doc Graham's getting a little more than he bargained for when he said he was volunteering to be a paramedic. We didn't tell him he'd be doing actual work today. He's back up to his feet. Gonna walk it off. Let Jackson hear you one more time. Ooh. Oh, that breeze is very welcome. What's that? Until you know. You're good. Oh, thanks.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
29, the moto out on track. 30, never mind. 15-16 girl expert. We got Fly Ride Brown, Adair Crane, and Kira Crane rolling down through turn number 1. Looks like Kira Crane sitting out front on this one. Might be Adair sitting right back there in the hip pocket. Gold Cup champ. That is Kira Crane sitting out front on this one. Star City BMX local. Got Adair in tow. Fly Ride Brown on back to the 3 spot. They're going to single file this one in and out of turn number 2 all the way back down through the 3 straightaway.
Okay, riders, random start.
On 2 wheels, Colors Crane Girl sitting out 1-2 on this one. See if Adair's got anything for Kira down through the 4 straightaway. Not total points. What you see is what you get. It's going to go Kira, you're 1. Adair, you're 2. And Fly Ride Brown, you're 3. Out of moto number 30. 31, the moto out on track. Got Miss Kitty, Vanessa Mayo, and Grandma Mary rolling through turn number 1. Final time today. They're going to roll this one around. It's been total points racing all day long. 1, 2, 3, just as you see it. Gold Cup champ Mayo doing it for Darby and the gang. Bikes for the likes of us rolling down through the 3 straight, stretching things out for one final time today. Miss Kitty still sitting back to the 2 spot. Grandma Mary, you're 3. They've been doing it all day long. The girl's getting some conditioning today for sure. All the way back down to me. Vanessa Mayo going to grab up your 1 spot and get the broom out. That's a perfect day. Going to grab the sweep on a Saturday. Miss Kitty going to get the overall 2. Grandma Mary, your overall 3. Out of moto number 31. Next up, the expert class. Aylin, Wilhelm, Cal, Schulte, and McCullum rolling down through the 1st straightaway. Cal's got a good shot, but it's all Cletus. McCullum got a real good shot. Shut him down quick with a little white line action through turn number 1. It's going to go McCullum, Cal's, and might be the dominator, Donatello Aylin. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4 ride. Look to be Cool Cow, Wilhelm, B spot. Followed up by Tommy Gun Schulte. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still. McCullum trying to stretch things out a little bit more. Cal's keeping him right there within his sights going through the 3rd and final corner. Final time today.
Random start.
Aylin back to the 3 spot. What you see is what you get on this one. 10X main event all the way to you. Cool Cat trying to find a way up to a podium, but it's going to go McCullum, Cal's, and Aylin. You're 1, 2, 3 out of 32. 33, the moto out on track. 11-year-old expert got Howard, Penny, and Tillman rolling through turn number 1 on the 1, 2, 3. Moto number. Tillman sitting out front on this one, bringing it through turn number 2. Still got the snake right in the hip pocket. Clutch Howard sitting on back to the 3. They're running
Okay, riders.
single file in and out of the 3rd and final corner. Final time today, not total points. So what you see is what you get. Man in black Tillman trying to bring home another ace. The snake right there in the hip pocket. Doesn't have quite enough. It's going to go Tillman, Penny, and Howard. You're 1, 2, 3. Out of motor number 33. Moving on up to 34 is the motor number. It's all Hawthorne, Davidson, 11 right of Boyce back to the 3 spot as we roll through turn number 2. Oh, EJ got the lead right now. Back half of the track. What does Davidson have for him? Just about took a digger with the front wheel rolling down through the 3 straight. What's he got left in the mix? It looks like Barker on the outside looking in for the podium. Davidson taking a shot at it. Drag race brewing all the way back to me. Does Hawthorne have enough to hold him off? He does all the way back to you. It's going to go Hawthorne, Davidson, and Boyce. You're 1, 2, 3. Out of moto 34. 35, the moto out on track. 13-year-old experts got Wilhelm, Morgan, Galbali, Curley, Davidson, Farrell, and Dudley. Pretty good shot out of the hardcore boys. 1, 2, and 3 looks to be Curley, Morgan, and Davidson. That's your 1, 2, 3 down through the 2 straightaway. Followed up by Farrell on the 13 ride. Might be Galbali all the way back down to me. Yep, Galbali rounding out the top 5, but it's all Race of Champions number 1. That's Curley out front on this one. Followed up by Bro and Morgan. Corbin Davidson wrapping up the top 3. Those boys are walking away through turn number 3 all the way back to me. Top 3 boys putting up a real good day for the red, white, and blue. Stars and bars all the way back to me. Going to go Curley, you're 1. Morgan, you're 2. Davidson, you're 3. 36 moto out on track. 14-year-old experts got Carson Velasquez Johnson and McMorris. Looks to be Velasquez, a pretty good shot. Oh, there goes Carson inside line. Tried to make it stick. Couldn't get the elbow in front. He's got some work to do now. Velasquez trying to bring it all the way on back to the stripe. Here comes the run. Oh, another shot from the Sound Assassin. Little flat land. Had to back it on off. He might be out of room, out of space now. Here goes McMorris trying to find his way on by through the 3 straightaway as well. He's going to go by more. Oh, Sound Assassin. Not quite enough. He's going to fall from 2 to 3 all the way back down to the stripe. It's going to go Edge Racing Colors. Velasquez out front on that one. Followed up by McMorris and Johnson. You're 1, 2, and 3. Watch the etiquette at the finish line, boys. 37, the moto out on track. Pretty good shot out of Jude the Butcher, but here comes Kurritz inside line. Oh, Hingle outside looking in for the podium spot. Got to find his way up. Oh, Schulte, little walk on the wild side. Going to let Hingle back up to the 2 spot. Kurritz now going to try to hold off the whole wide world freestyle, trying to bring it all the way back down to the 3rd straight. I'll mention it here in a sec. Down through the rhythm section. It's going to be Hingle around the outside line. Kurritz going to try to find a way by. Not able to block him all the way back to me. Thank you for that. It's going to go Hingle all the way back to the stripe. Going to grab up your 1 spot. Butcher going to come on by your 2. Hingle or freestyle Kurt's going to get your 3. Also want to bring up all riders and parents from moto number 28. All riders and parents from moto number 28. Need you guys to the finish line as soon as possible to the conclusion of racing. All riders and parents, that's every single rider, every single parent of a rider from moto number 28. We need you guys to gather at the finish line. We will speak to you guys at the conclusion of racing. So please head on down when you can.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
17-20, got Hogue, Jones, Kennedy, Stafford, Shoemaker, Kesson, Madden, and Tolfree. Pretty good shot out of the captain, and Speed Racer in the hip pocket. It's going to go Kennedy. Oh, Tolfree plants a foot down. Stafford trying to find his way up into the mix. Tolfree clip back in quick, holds on to the 3 spot all the way back home to me. It's going to go Stafford back to the 2 spot. It's Kennedy out on the 1, followed up by Tolfree and Hogue. Here goes Tolfree trying to find his way on by down through the 3 straightaway. Moves on up to the 2 spot. Does he have anything for the captain as we roll out of turn number 3? Doesn't look like it. Sitting out front. Start's been paying off all the way back home. It's going to go full tilt Ameristar. Kennedy, your 1. Tolfree, your 2. Stafford, 3.
Okay, riders,
Hogue rounding out the top 4.
ready, watch the gate.
McCann, Nash, Chisholm out on track right now. 40 the motor number, 26 35-year-old experts. Looks to be Freaky Fast. Pretty good shot on this one. The pilot for Freaky Fast Racing got to be McCann sitting out front on this one, followed up by Darren Nash and Mitchell Chisholm. That's your 1, 2, 3 all the way back down to me through the 2nd corner. Final time today. Not total points on this one. What you see is what you get. They have not been doing it all 3 rounds all night long. Freaky Fast going to bring this one all the way back wire to wire. Pretty perfect day for him. Back to you. It's going to go just that way. McCann grabbing up your 1 spot. Darren Nash, your 2. Mitchell Chisholm, your 3. Good call. 41 the moto out on track. 41-45 experts. Got Peck, Svoboda, and Johnson. Oh, we got a pump race rolling right here. Looks to be Johnson, Svoboda, and Peck running in that order. 1, 2, 3 down through the 2 straightaway. Looks to be Johnson sitting out front on this one, rolling down through the 2 straight. Now they're pedaling against Svoboda, trying to find his way on by, see if Johnson can hold him off. You got to take a better line through the turn than that. He's a sitting duck for the high-low. Svoboda going to come on by back to the stripe. Just that way. Not total points there. Well, it's going to end up that way. Svoboda, your overall 1. Johnson, your overall 2. Peck, your overall 3. That'll do it for racing on a